Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Safai Kelly, here with you today. When I tell you these brands are dropping new products like they're hotcakes, I cannot keep up with them. So with that being said, we're back with another review type of video, and I'm going to be doing a review on the new shade extensions from Fenty Beauty because they just keep on happening. So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen around social media that they dropped 2 more palettes for their Snapshadows. All right, we have 9 and 10. So palette 9 has rich wine neutrals. We have 3 metallic shades and 3 matte shades. The 10 palette is called 10 Money, and we have 2 mattes and 4 metallics in this palette. But wait, there's more, because they also did a shade extension for their Stunna lip paint, introducing 2 brand new shades. The first one is Underdog, and the second one is Uncuffed. As you can tell, I already have my face done because it's time to get into business. I think my game plan for this really is to do one palette on one eye and then the other palette on the other eye, just as like a little challenge. I mean, yeah, that would honestly put them to the test to see if they can stand alone by themselves. Like, can you just use this one palette to create a full look, or does it sort of need to be paired up with another palette for some help? So let's get on into this. I decided to start with 9 Wine first. So the first shade I am taking is called Sherry Fairy, and this is a matte shade. Now, Sherry Fairy is a matte shade, and we're gonna put this right in the crease. This is going to, well, this is what I would like to be the transition shade for today's look. So far, they are very smooth. I am noticing that this shade is oxidizing just a little bit as I blend. I don't know if you guys can see right in this region where I've been blending, it's getting slightly darker than what the actual shade is. The second shade I'm taking is Pinouille Please. I'm adding this on the outer region here to go ahead and add some depth and then deepen up that crease a bit. I will say this shade is darker than I had anticipated. Seeing it in the pan and then seeing it being blended out on the eye, I feel like it is a little bit deeper than what she was saying here in the pan. So far, I'm liking the way they're blending out. I will say that it is pigmented and a little goes a long way. I'm also gonna quickly run this along the lower lash line to go ahead and define here as well. I think I'm gonna go for a softer cut crease because I do cut creases like every single day. So I'm gonna be taking 2 shimmers, and the first shimmer I will be taking is She Bubbly, and this is like a nice champagne shade, you know, like a nice metallic champagne shade. We all love those. I'm gonna pop She Bubbly right in the inner portion of my eye, and so it's not coming out as pigmented as I wanted, like off rip. She's not doing a lot for me right now. I think I might have to go ahead and like wet my brush for this to show up the way I want it to. Okay, that is a little bit better. The next shade I'm taking is Pop the Cork. Okay, I love that sound. You know what that sound means. You know what that sound means. Okay, yeah, so this one applied dry is a lot better than She Bubbly. So much better. It is also a little darker than what I was expecting. I'm gonna run it back with She Bubbly over just like a little. So I feel like this is good. 9 Wine, I'm feeling it. I liked this. I'd say the only thing I was like about was She Bubbly. Love the color, just wish it was more of a pop on the first go and I didn't have to try so hard to make it be there, you know. So now we're moving on to 10 Money. Money honey, cha-ching ching. The first shade I'm going in with is Rubber Bands. Honestly, I'm going with this one first because all the other shades first make me a little nervous. So I'm placing this in my crease region, and it does not look like anything is really happening over here. We're going in with the shade Time is Money. Now, Time is Money is the only second matte shade, and it is green. And we're gonna put that right over and see. Ooh, that is good. Wow. Okay. Wow. Was not expecting so much color payoff. The first shade was like barely there, and this one is there. Wow, no, seriously, this shade is so buttery and pigmented. It's kind of wild. I'm gonna go into the shade Fat Pockets. Fat Pockets is a very beautiful metallic emerald green. Don't really know what I'm gonna be doing. Let's just go for it, I guess. I don't know. I'm placing Fat Pockets on the outer corner, and then I'm gonna move to the inner corner. This is a metallic shade, but it is deep, and it's the deepest shade in here. So I just needed to create a little definition to this eye look because she needs help. This is actually not bad. I like the way this shade applies with the finger. Better color payoff. Maybe it's also a slightly different formula, but wow. I'm also taking Fat Pockets on my lower lash line because I feel like it's gonna be good down here. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think I was gonna like what I could create out of this palette with just using this palette alone because it's like all green. And the matte shades that they had available are not my typical shades I gravitate towards, but I'm liking this. I'm gonna take the shade Need Receipts. Now, Need Receipts is the lightest metallic green shade in the palette. I'm gonna take my finger because learned from the last one, it applies nicely with the finger. Adding it in the center for a pop, and I am liking what is happening here. I will say, because I had the matte shade first, trying to blend it up, it's not sticking onto the lid. Let's see. I'm gonna try and wet my brush and see if that will help it adhere a little bit better. I hope. I don't know. Patting it with a brush right where that matte shade was is helping a little bit blend, but I feel like it's removing. I feel like it's removing the like outsides. Bruh, what are you doing? I don't know if it's the way I layered the shadows. This is making me feel like I don't know what I'm doing. The shadows were working beautifully, but when you try to put a metallic close to the matte, it just like is like oil and water. It's not working. The matte is making the metallic not adhere at all. This shade is probably the most exciting shade in this palette, and it's called Flash Money. This is that gold, and this gold looks like it could be the sister to Trophy Wife. It is gold. I'm placing this on my inner corner to go ahead and, wow, she's pink. So this one, using just a brush, you are getting that impact. Maybe I should pop a little bit of this in the center. So I like this. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face and then come back just in time to do these lips. All right, you guys, so back with lashes on, eyes complete, and lashes really do make a difference. So now we're gonna get into the lips, and instead of doing these separate, I decided I kind of wanted to ombre the color, so I'm like wearing both at once. We're gonna start off first with Underdog, and Underdog is that like deep maroon shade. I think this is the first time I actually tried the Stunna lip paint. Like I don't own one. I love the applicator though. And the formula is really, really nice. Super pigmented. First and foremost, love this shade, okay? And then the applicator and the consistency, the formula is beautiful and it does dry down to a matte finish. Love, 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 love this. So now I'm gonna put Uncuffed in the center for an ombre look. I was not expecting this to blend out so beautifully. It's like on the teeth. I really enjoy the fact that when you press your lips together, and the fact that I mixed two lips, that it did not stick back onto itself and become patchy. It's a really beautiful formula. It feels nice on the lips. It doesn't feel cakey. And it dries down to a beautiful matte. they did a good job with these formulas. And the colors are beautiful. All right, you guys, so we have both palettes on. We have 10 Money and 9 Wine, and then I have Underdog and Uncuffed here on the lips. I have to say that I did enjoy the functionality of the palettes. So 9 Wine, love the shades, beautiful, rich neutrals, wine inspired. Loved it so much. I will say that She Bubbly gave me some trouble on popping. Like, I had to wet my brush and go over and over and over until I got something that I was happy with. And then with 10 Money, I have to say the shades work very well, but when it comes to putting them together, like mixing your matte and your metallic, I have experienced this before with some other shadows, but it doesn't happen often. When doing a halo eye and I do a matte transition, going over with a shimmer in the center up to meet the transition usually never is an issue, but today it was. So mixing the matte and metallics was an issue for me for 10 Money. Maybe if I had done like a cut crease halo, so that way it would give the metallic shade something to grip onto, maybe that would have worked out better, but it wasn't the case for today. I do love the pigmentation, the blendability of the shades. So you can definitely use these palettes without combining them with other palettes. They can stand on their own. I will say that the 10 Money is going to be a lot if you're not into color. If you're not into color, you definitely should use this with something else, and this could be your pop of color. And then 9 Wine, I think that will be a really great palette for anyone to use, really, because it's neutrals. Like, it's those, everyone loves like the burgundy and wines and like metallic champagnes. It's gonna be perfect for fall, so I believe that is gonna be a very well-rounded palette for anyone to use, really. You can always buy them separately. They do retail for $25, and they snap in. That's the whole thick concept about these. This is the Snapshadows. I told you guys before, I've never owned a Stunna lip paint before. I've always seen them, so being able to try them out, I was very excited to. I have to say the formula is to die for. The formula, the applicator, everything was absolutely amazing with these shades. I will say Uncuffed, the lighter shade is not a shade that I would wear by itself. Just personally, I would definitely like pair this with, you know, another liquid lip or with a lip liner and gloss. It's just a little too light to wear by itself for me. These are also priced at $25. I will say, I personally think $25 is a little steep when it comes to lip product because it is the same price as the eyeshadow palettes. $25 a pop. So I think I would have loved to see them maybe priced at 18 or 20, like 18 or 20. I think is like a good, but 25. Like by the time you buy 2 of these, it's $50. But I mean, it's Fenty, right? So what can you really expect? So now that we have the lip on, I just want to show you guys what it looks like, because seeing 2 different eyes can be distracting. So this is 9 Wine here on the eyes. I feel like it's easier when I cover one eye so you guys can see what it would look like. It's less distracting. So that was everything. I would like to thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Feel free to drop some comments down below. Have you guys tried these products yet? Have you tried their previous Snapshadows? Are you gonna get the new Snapshadows? And what about the lip paints? Are you feeling them? Are you not feeling them? I'd love to know. And if you are not yet a part of the family, if you are not with it, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And friendly reminder, go ahead and click that bell button so you are notified each and every single time I upload a new video, because I don't want you to miss it. But that is all for now, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you beautiful and amazing people in the next video. Bye, you guys.